morning, succulent bees. I thought we would take a wander through my front garden. I have a heap of work that I need to do, but then at the same time, I put this in a little while ago, and a lot of the things that I've put in it are looking absolutely amazing. But there's other things that need to be trimmed down, weeding that needs to be done, and certain things that just need a little bit of maintenance. But I thought I'd run through today and just have a sticky beak, go through and have a bit of an explore in this garden, because I've done some things that have like just quick maintenance where I've chopped heads off, set them down, and it's been really interesting because a lot of them have actually rooted. And then there's a lot of things in this garden that shouldn't be here or are just going a bit crazy. So we're going to start at the back. We're going to start with this maidenhair. See this fern, this maidenhair fern, who has wrapped itself around this pagoda that is just here temporarily. I'm not sure if I'm going to have to plant it because this maidenhair has decided to make its home here. So I planted this a while ago and it actually died, but have a look at her now. She is absolutely massive and she's taken over. The next thing I didn't plant here is that fern there, this fern here, and that pink flowered begonia at the back. She just started growing and she's absolutely massive. So I kind of like those. I like that they bring a bit of colour and a little spunk to the back. I've got my big buckets or my big baskets of Rhipsalis at the back. I need to redo those baskets because the birds have had an absolute heyday. But she is massive, and that one there. Then this here was my first cacti I ever bought. And when I bought her, she was these two guys here. Now her new growth is twice the size of those guys, which are super cool. Then we move down here, we've got this millii tree. So there's one here which has got lots of branches, and this one here, it got a rot a little while ago. It's still alive, but it hasn't come back. But check out how many babies it's thrown off. There's one there. There's another one at the back there. And I've pulled out probably 3 or 4 other plants of it. So that one there loves to seed and pop out new pups, which is cool because it's like free plants. We love free plants. Alrighty, and then we move to this guy here in the terracotta pot. It's a type of euphorbia. And she's going really well. So she's been in this garden for probably about a year. And she was like maybe 1, 2, and only to these 3 big. And look at the size of her now. This here, this gasteria, she was a recovery. She loves it in this spot. Then at the back here, this is a type of caressula. Now she has just set off some little white flowers, which is why some parts aren't looking so great, but she is still really cute. Then I've got my variegated euphorbia, where I got that from a man in Kenilworth, and it is so cool. The variegation on it, like look at that, it's awesome. Then this was another recovery guy, a Highworthia. You can see the old leaves are the red ones and the new growth are the green ones. So she's really happy and getting there, but needs to be fixed up. Then we've got this ground cover here, needs to be trimmed up and fixed up a little bit because I find the middle gets a bit leggy. So I need to pull her out, reset her. Then this is my big Daddy Zorro. About a month ago now, I had to chop her head off, or his head off. It's got new roots coming, and I honestly chopped its head off, put it in undercover for about a month, and then brought it back out. And if you see on this head part, it's got a new baby coming. Yay! Alrighty, now we move down here. One of my favorite aloes. This is the Dwarf Agave. Not aloes, an agave. Dwarf Agave. We've got one of these guys here, that's the name of it. I've got to build up around him a little bit. Then we've got a Madagascan Palm who is a bit moody. She got a bit sick. Dropped the leaves, but she's coming back. Then we've got Doris, good old Doris Taylor. And look, it was a single rosette, and now check out all those babies. So I need to redo her top dressing because she's looking a little bit ordinary. And then we go to the back. This is a type of kalanchoe. I'm not sure on the name, but when I put that on, when I put this in, it was cuttings, and it was maybe 3 that were about, I don't know, maybe 10 centimeters high. And now look at it. It's massive. It needs to be cut back. It loves this little spot in the garden. And we keep moving over, and who have we got? Got a Pachypodium in the back there, and she set off some babies as well. Set off some babies. And then I was given this cacti. You can see I've had caterpillars and snails through my garden, but she's still really healthy. So this is a type of cacti I was given by an old man at the markets. He didn't tell me the name, but he said it was quite rare. And I don't know, it's really cute. I like it, but I do need to find out the name of her. And then I threw some rubra in here. So in my basket, I've just got to step back. This is fun. Here's my rubra. She needs probably a little bit of a trim and her top dressing redone, a little bit more down here. And then I recently just shoved some of this. This is just cuttings, the Variegated Portulaca. So some started to regrow here. Looks a bit housey farther up there, so I need to put some more top dressing on that one. And then I've got the elegance. So she's got a heap of pups here. Down here we go. And then we've got some violet queens just here. And then we move down to one of my desert roses with just some simple, once again, needs a bit of a trim. But look, some of them are really quite pretty still. Then this guy here just takes over. It's a type of Sensio, but a lot of people call it a trailing jade. It grows crazy. I have trimmed this so many times, but it just keeps growing. And these flowers here, when these pop, I'll show you a picture. They are like the brightest of brightest oranges. They are so cute. And then I've got another kalanchoe here, and down here, so I had to chop his head off, and that's his new growth. But then there's another little baby coming down here. Then I was given this cacti, and all it was were these 2 about a year ago. And now look, no idea which type they are, because it was just another. I have the most beautiful customers. They just bring me little cuttings that they have in their gardens, and I'll just plant them and see how they go, but I don't know the name. So if anyone knows the name of this one, let me know. Then at the back here, so these I did at the same time as Zorro. This is Pearl, and oh, that's the head, that's her head. So she is rooted in there, so she'll start to grow, but she got really leggy and needed her head chopped off. And this is a Fred Ives that I've recently chopped the head off another piece, and that's rooted there as well. So they'll come along nicely, but as you can see, I've got a weed, I've got to redo the top dressing. Then I've got some septivivums at the back there that I've just put in. They need a little bit of work, but they seem to be really happy there. And then up the back there, I've got another cacti that somebody gave me, some aloes. There's that trailing jade. And then this is my palette. It's in another one of those little palettes of death. If you weren't doing so well, you went in here. If you lasted the test of time, you made it. This is a cute little Aeonium. More of this weeping jade because it'll fall down here and look cool. Got some jelly beans. Some other different Etroverias. Who's in here? Pretty sure this is a crested Zorro. That was just a little piece, an aloe there. Some more weeping jade. So I did have a heap of pearls in here, but it was too hot, so I've pulled them out. That's a bit that's left. Some more jade. This is a part of the Stella series. She is really pretty. Once again, another one of these flowers coming. Then we go into this pot that I have. I had an agave and I chopped its head off. That's its head there. Then I had another crested euphorbia in there and I've just pulled that out. I've left this cacti in here. These aloes. And this guy here, I don't know his name, but he's flowering at the moment. He's really cool. I like him. And then I've just thrown some weeping jade down the back because it does so well in this garden. And then this is your crown of thorns, which flowers all the time. Once again, I don't know if anyone else, I'm having fun with caterpillars at the moment. They love my garden. Look, there's another one here. Cheeky little buggers. Don't like killing them, I just relocate them a little bit. Look at them. Go away out of my plant. If we don't let them eat something, we won't get butterflies. So it's like, no, eat something else. So yeah, I've got a few things like that happening in the garden, but the rest of it's pretty fine, just needs a bit of a trim up. Then at the back, we've got the beautiful silver spoon. She is lovely. So originally when I put her in, once again, she was one of these. Now she is like amazing. And I didn't realize, or I hadn't seen it before. I knew they grew from cuttings, but look at the back here. There's a leaf. There's a leaf. Look at that. I got more babies. So I'm gonna leave that one there. And that'll grow some more there. So yes, this is my, look at all those weeds. Garden that I love, but have clearly neglected. Oh look, come back here, I missed this guy. So this is another one of those euphorbias that I love. That was a third of the size when I put her in. Same with this guy. This guy went in with just cuttings. And this is my dragon toes. And she was about the size of the dwarf one when I put her in. Now she's quite big. She's got a baby coming in underneath. And I love all the colours that she has. So this is quite a busy, full garden, but I kind of like them like that, but she does need a bit of a trim. I'll move some of those elegans out, a weed, and definitely she needs some more rocks. So I'm going to get into that soon and I'll send you a video. I'll show you an update of what she looks like once I've spent a little bit of time giving her a little bit of a revamp, keeping the bigger things in here, but like I said, giving the rest of it a bit of a trim. Alrighty, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your afternoon and have a wonderful day. Bye.